guys, welcome back. So in this tutorial we're going to be creating a precast U-beam, as you can see on this picture. So I thought it would be interesting just to cover a short and sweet and basic tutorial on how you can create a family based on this. Okay, so we can start. So in this instance we're going to be using you're going to go to family and say metric structural framing, beams and braces, and say open. Then we're gonna remove this extrusion, this line, these reference planes. So let's just change this to 10,000 and then go to the left elevation. So we're gonna use this insertion point and the bottom of our beam as the basis of placing it. So go to create and say a reference plane. We're gonna place a reference plane right on top like this. So this is basically the entire depth of our beam. So we're gonna start with 1600. So in this instance, we're gonna place another reference plane running vertically like this, and then we're gonna offset this one by, so it's gonna be 970 divided by 2, which is 485. So after that, we're gonna be placing so I'm gonna place another reference plane on top like this. So this one we're gonna offset by 30 millimeters, and then I'm gonna offset another one by let's say 15 millimeters. So after that, I'm gonna copy another one further down by 380. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so in this instance, I'm gonna say create extrusion, set my reference to reference plane left, and say okay. So I'm gonna start from this point, take it to the right by 485, and then to the top diagonally at, let's say, 75 degrees, and then place it like this. And then we're gonna sort of like have a 15 millimeter recess kink like right there, and then take it to the left by 50, and then to the top by 30, and then to the left by, let's say, 200, and then down by 30, and then to the left by 40, and then down by 15 again. And then from there we're gonna go diagonally towards that point by, let's say, I think 83.99, it's fine. And then we're gonna go down towards that point at 105 degrees, further diagonally down by let's make it 160 at 135, and then further diagonally down at 165 316.4. All right, so we're going to select all of these, mirror them towards the other side. So in this instance, we've created our profile. Let's feed it the material. We're going to make it the precast concrete and say okay. So I'm going to say finish, go to the reference level. We're going to drag it towards the other side, lock it, and then drag it towards this side and then lock it. So when you go to the 3D view, this is how it looks. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to go to the left elevation, and I want to create two more different configurations when it comes to this. So obviously you can go the route of creating a parameter, and you can just add parameters, but in this geometry that looks simple at face value, but it's really intricate in terms of how you can constrain it when it comes to parameters. I'm gonna go the route of creating visibility parameters instead of feeding it dimensions. Okay, what I mean by that is, let's just add a dimension right there just to show you different configurations. I'm going to select this reference plane. I'm going to copy another one down further by 600, and then another one down by 200. So we're going to have two more different configurations, another one of 1000 millimeter depth, another one by 800 millimeter depth. So I'm going to select this and say copy, paste, align to the same place, edit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these lines only, and then I'm just gonna say move. So I'm gonna move it diagonally towards the 1000 millimeter offset like this. Perfect. And then I'm gonna select these ones also. I'm gonna do the same thing. Make sure you move it diagonally down parallel like this. Perfect. So I'm gonna say finish. I'm gonna say align to the same place again. Let's edit another one. So this one also, I'm gonna move it to the 800 millimeter offset that we have created. We're gonna do the same thing this side, and then place it like that and say finish. Perfect. So I'm gonna select the first one. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna create visibility parameters. So go to family types, and then we're gonna create type first parameters. So let's start with the 800 millimeter deep, and say 1000 millimeter deep. So let's just edit this name, and then let's create the last one, 1600 millimeter deep. And then we're gonna go to new parameter. We're gonna say 800 deep. The data type, we're gonna say yes or no, and then we're gonna group it under visibility parameters and say okay. So we can just select this and say duplicate, and then we're just gonna rename this to 1000 deep, and then let's duplicate another one, 1600 deep, and say okay. So these type parameters, we're gonna associate them with these visibility parameters. So let's just organize them. So let's start with 800. We're gonna uncheck 1000 and 1600, and then go to 1000. We're gonna uncheck 800 and 1600. Go to 1600, uncheck 800 and 1000, and then say okay. So what it does is when we switch between these, uh, the geometry associated with those visibility parameters will be the only ones visible. So let's start with 800. Let's select the geometry, and then when you go to the left under graphics visible, we're gonna say associate family parameter and associate it with the 800 millimeter deep, and say okay. Now on to the 1000, do the same thing, 1000 deep. The last one, associated 1600 deep, and say okay. So when you go to the 3D view, this is how it looks. But when you load it into the project, and then we load this in, place it. So let's say 1000. Go to the 3D. Let's open up the 3D view into the project. So the only one visible is the 800 millimeter one. So if you select it, go to the left and then switch it to 1000. It's gonna be changed like this, and then 1006. There you go. It changes like that. So this is very much efficient in terms of when the engineers change the design and say, no, instead of going with the 1006, we go with the 1000. Now you have saved time in terms of uh, creating the family. There's no need for you to reinvent the wheel. You can just use visibility parameters, or you can use the parameters that you have associated with regards to the dimensions. But I believe this is much more cleaner and much more convenient. All right. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Very short, sweet, like I said. And if you want this project file, you can join my Patreon. If you want much more exciting project, you can just join the YouTube membership. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.